Math is found in music in many ways. Music is made up of sound waves, and certain sound waves match up with each other. Sound waves can be made through different mediums. For example, musical instruments. Musical instruments such as guitar, drums, piano, and a multitude of other instruments create sound waves that our ears like to hear. We can mix these sound waves together and create a tiny little thing called music. So, I know you're asking me, Mundo, how does it correlate with math? Well, I'm getting to that. Anyways, music creates a lot of jobs for people with talent, such as singers, producers, mixers, and so on and so forth. And I happen to be a lot of these. So I'm gonna take you through a crash course of Mundo Math, Mundo Music, Mundo Music Math Mania. Let's get started. So there's this thing called music theory, and it's kind of sort of a huge deal of making music. Of course, you don't need to know what it is to create music, but you are actually using music theory without knowing. To make a long, confusing, and very intricate story short, creating music is all about matching melodies and tones that sound well together in one certain tempo. Another huge part of making songs are frequencies. Frequencies are what make sounds sound high-pitched or low in tone, and are calculated in hertz. Hertz can be matched based on their multiplicative, whatever, I think I got it good, relationships. Think of it like this. 300 hertz matches with 600 hertz and 900 hertz and so on and so forth. It's basically your multiplication tables that you learned back when you were little.
Finally, you connected something to math.
Shut up. Shut up. This ties back to music theories with scales, such as the A major scale being like a times table. There are more than one, and some of them share the same numbers,
Or frequencies.
but create different outcomes.
Or sounds.
And scales are very different to learn on each instrument, so get to learning.
2,000 years later.
Now that you learned the basics, now it's time to shop for music software. And there are great picks out there, but if you want ones that give you thousands of sounds, you gotta... Now that you got your music software, it's time to choose your tempo. Your tempo is what gives way to dividing and sectioning your song that is pleasing to the ear. This basically means that you want your music to be rational. And as you know, rational numbers can be broken down into smaller categories.
Or genres.
Think of the parts of your songs as rational numbers. You want all your melodies to be on key with each other, or in other words, be in the same group. When something is off key, think of it as an irrational number, such as an offbeat kick or an off-key guitar riff. Of course, you can make songs that are irrational per se, but it has to be in the same group to please your ear holes. Okay, now that you got the gist of your idea recorded, now it's time to divide it up. Songs are usually divided into intros, chorus, verse, bridge, and chorus. So it's your decision on how you want to divide up your song. How I see it, I think your chorus should have the most melodies, while your verse should be minimal, with only drums and chords in it, maybe a second melody. Look at it like this. Your chorus has 8 tracks in it, and you want to subtract 4 tracks into your verse. So you get 2 tracks to put into your verses, and the 2 others can go in your intro. Now you got a song. But don't celebrate yet, because now you have to mix. Mixing a song is what will make or break your project, either making a total summer jam or a CD to cram in the trash. Mixing is all about making the ratios of sound intensity sound good to your ears. Different genres may vary on how intense you want your sound to be. For example, rock will be louder than R&B. Your job is to make all your sounds and melodies mesh into each other, creating one full sound that can be played without making someone's ears bleed. So go into your EQ and mix all your tracks until they feel all equal to each other. Think of it like you have 5 different tracks and they're all different audio levels. One is at 2 volume, the 3 other at 4 volume, and 1 is at 6 volume. And you want the 5 tracks to equal 24, but in an equal way. So you ration them to make them all equal to 4, then they can add up to 24 equally. Now that you used your precious, great time to craft a beautiful song, let's hear it.
Math is very cool, math is very fun, but I gotta wish because it's about to be one. Turning in my work, get a couple A's, but not on the test I didn't study yesterday. So you know I lay up in my bed, thinking about the knowledge how it fled from my head. I can't go to sleep, I've been pondering for weeks, man. I should've asked for some help from Mr. Crease, man. I should've just asked, 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 I should've just asked,
Study for finals.